YouTube, it's me, Lena, and as you can see, I have a naked face. That's because today I'm filming a Get Ready With Me. So let me dig out my products real quick. Oh hell, I'll just grab as I go. Usually I dig everything out beforehand. First I'm going to start with my Mary Kay eye primer. Go ahead, get that on, let it sink in a little bit. Also get my Maybelline Baby Skin on. I'm figuring out how to use it a little better than I was initially, but I still don't really care for it. Okay. Now I'm going to put my Maybelline Color Tattoo Metal in Barely Branded on. Excuse me while I get close and look in the viewfinder like an idiot, because I'm kind of using it as my mirror today. Although I should probably dig out a real mirror, just because you can only really see so much in this. Make sure that's closed tightly. Next, I'm going to use my Femme Couture Mineral Fix Baked Eye Color. I'm just using the light color. Ooh. Got some on my finger. Like I said in the video that I hauled this in, this is super pigmented. And I'm just going to do one eye, and then I'm going to shut off the camera and do the other eye. Just so that I save a little time. Let's see, let me dig out a blending brush. And then I'm going to use this color in my Colormates Project Pan palette. And I'm just gonna dab it on the outer V of my eye. And then just use my finger to blend it out real quick. And let's dig out my eyeliner, shall we? Here we go. It's the e.l.f. Brightening Eyeliner in black, although I'm probably gonna line over it with something else. With another eyeshadow, that is. And I'm going to take that same color that's in my outer V. And use my e.l.f. Studio angled brush. And just kind of smooth it out. And I'll be right back with the other eye done. Back. As you can see, I did the other eye, and now I'm going to use my Elizabeth Mott Smooth Shadow and Pearl stick to just do my inner corner. And then do a little bit up here. Just to get me a little bit of a brow bone highlight. Okay. And I've already curled my eyelashes, so I'm going to go with my Wet n Wild Fergie. I've actually been washing my face with the Benefit line lately, because I got some samples from Ulta. And I don't think I care for the whole line. Mainly because that crap is so fragranced, I can still smell it on my face. I did get some right there. Okay, and then I'm going to go over it with the Clinique High Impact Mascara. Mo, if you're going to bark, at least come out from under the blanket. Silly thing. Somebody probably came in. I layer mascaras because my Project Pan mascaras are starting to go clumpy, but they still have some life left to them, so I want to try to use them up. Next, I'm going to do my eyebrows with the Jordana Fabrubrow in Taupe. Actually, let me brush these bad boys through first. The main part that I fill in is right here, because that's where I got like my bald spots at. And then I just kind of take it through the rest of the brow so that it's not like one slightly different color at the beginning. I've always heard that brows should be sisters, not twins. And my brows just naturally don't match, so I just kind of roll with them as is. Taking the Maybelline Clear Mascara, just... Oh, got a piece of hair, well, long hair in that. Just to try and make them stay in place. And that's pretty much it for this area today. So that means next we're going to go with foundations. It's my Revlon... What's the name of this crap? My Revlon Color Stay in Ivory Project Pan. And my Revlon Age Defy Project Pan. Just mix the two together. And I'm adding a drop of the Josie Maran Light Argan Oil. And then I'm using my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. And because the first thing just kind of gets a lot, I tend to just dab it everywhere. I got a lot of stuff to do today, and I didn't want to get out of bed because it's freaking cold here. Mo, whatever you're barking at, it can't be that important because you won't even come out from under the blanket for it. I think he's literally sitting completely buried in the blanket right now, but he's still barking at something. Hair. I'll have to clean that up later. I do that all the time. No matter how much of my hair I put back, something will always get pulled through. Just trying to make sure this is all as blended as humanly possible. I really need to wash this brush. One thing I really don't like about that primer is that it makes my foundation just kind of sit on my face rather than blending in properly. Next I'm going to go with my Benefit Fake Up, and I have found a way to use this a little better. Because it would be scraping my eyes right now. I get a little bit on my ring finger. And then I just kind of dab, and it's been creasing on me less this way. I think I was using too much for a while. I got a recommendation to go with the MAC Pro Longwear when I finish all of my stuff, so I think I'm going to do that next anyway. I still have my Neutrogena Healthy Skin one, but I'd like to try the MAC one. And it's a little cheaper. It's like, the Benefit's $24 and the MAC is $18, so that's actually significantly cheaper. What's next? My powder, which is in my purse. I'll be right back. My concealer is actually next, but I still had to go get my powder, so that's fine. My concealer is the Revlon Photoready in 003 Light Medium. I am starting to break out again. And then I do some over my cheeks and chin, because that's where I get really red. And I know it looks too dark right now, but when it blends in, it's good. Looks good to me. Next, powder. It's my Wet n Wild Coverall for my project pan. I'm just going to use the sponge today, which I need to wash again. I didn't even realize for the longest time you could wash these little boogers. Like, I don't know why I never thought about it, but I didn't know. It just makes them look so much better, and I'm sure it, you know, actually cleans them and disinfects them as well. I feel like I'm seeing a streak right here. I just could be crazy. It's entirely possible. Just in my chair. Next, blush and bronzer. I do bronzer first. It's the e.l.f. Blush and Bronzer Duo in St. Lucia. This is my Real Techniques contouring brush. I actually recently kind of relearned how to contour from Rachel Whitehurst. Or I guess I'm using her method now. So I will link her video down below. Because I'm sure she could explain it. I'm sure she explains it a lot better than I could ever dream to. I hate doing this on my left side. It never looks right to me. I wind up just going in with my fingers and finishing off the blending. A little bit up here. Just for that shading effect. And then a little bit underneath my chin. Then I'm going to go with the kabuki brush and blend it like down my neck and stuff like that. I hate this kabuki brush, but I'm kind of loath to buy another one because it still works. It's the Up and Up one from Target. I will never buy one of their brushes again, and I would not recommend anybody else do so either. It just takes a lot of time to fool with. Your neck looks blotchy, but I know that's just because I touched it, so now it's a little red. Next, blush. This is the buffing brush from Real Techniques. And instead of doing the apple thing, I also learned from Rachel Whitehouse to kind of start in the middle of my contour and go from there. Again, I hate doing the left side because I feel like I never quite get it right. Just a little bit on my nose. These products are powdery. Oh yeah, highlighter. It's the e.l.f. Radiance Enhancer. I know it's not quite even. I'll have to blend it even. Yes, I do use a lot of highlighter. And I still can't figure out exactly how to tell where it is. So I'm not going to know how much I have left until it's gone. Oh, this is the e.l.f. pointed foundation brush, but I will usually wind up using it for either concealer or highlight. Although, like most things, I will half the time just wind up going in with my fingers and adjusting it a little more. Urban Decay Deslick. I don't feel like it's getting any on my face today. Now let's see, what are we gonna do for lips? What do we want to do for lips? Because that's a pretty damn bright eye look. I think I'll just go with my L'Oreal Color Riche lip thing in Tender Mauve. And even though it doesn't really need a gloss topper, I just like gloss. Or I like very specific certain types of gloss, so I'm going with the e.l.f. Hyper Shine and Bare. And that's it. Thank you for joining me. Bye, YouTube.